Welcome back, fellow Wacksters, to another episode of the Dwarves. Let's jump right back into it, shall we? The stream, here we go. Where we saved last night. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this series thus far. It's been quite an interesting journey for me as well. Let me know in the comments if there's still any audio issues. I've been trying tinkering with them once more. Now let's see. We're kind of running low on food. We can't even make it. I don't see any merchants. Hopefully we can buy something in this city. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go this way.
You can already see the oasis a day's journey away, but in the glimmer of the midday sun, you're not sure whether it might not just be a mirage. But the twins are convinced that there is a village here, and the prospect of a roof over your heads for the night keeps you going. The nearer you get to the oasis, the more the uneasy feeling grows that something's not right. It's too quiet, and you don't see any movement. Once you enter the village, your fears are confirmed. Your enemies have already been here.
Oh, darn it. And I was hoping that I'll be able to get some provisions here. Well, enemies in their own right will also grant some provisions. Loading. Here we go. So, is there anybody up there? Working place on? No, let's see.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
If it is, then we'll soon find out.
So am I going through the center?
This whole thing is probably a trap. We should...
Welcome to Pasnar. I'm sure the citizens would greet you themselves, if they could.
You recognize the elf immediately. You saw him with the leaders of the orcs, and he appeared to you in a dream after Greenglade. Or no, not in a dream.
Sintharas.
So we meet again, Tungdil. What do you think of my work in the vaults? It was a nice start, wasn't it?
An eerie smile sets on Sintharas's lips.
Wonderful. I can see the hatred in your eyes. Come on. Come and get your revenge.
Such a bad guy, wouldn't you say? So I was thinking, because we had so many troubles in the last episode of dealing with just normal combat, that we should change out our spellcaster for a regular warrior. So we don't have too much friendly fire. Let's do that.
Yes?
Yes?
Wait.
Huh? Of course!
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Come here, you!
I didn't hit you very hard.
What is it?
Oh boy. I can see all these guys coming.
Huh?
Yeah! And what now? I'm with you. I didn't hit you very hard. Huzzah! Huh? Of course! Come here, you! Yes?
Huh?
And again. What is it? Huzzah!
Oh, come on.
I'm with you! Come here, you!
Uh-huh.
What is it? And what now?
Killed!
Of course! Huzzah! Ha ha!
Huh?
Huh? Yes? Huh? Yeah!
There we go. We got him.
Retreat! Back! Why are you fighting against us? You're the son of Samusin. You should have nothing to do with this unworthy scum.
I guess she would be a daughter. Emerson is a god of balance. But okay.
I've had enough of fighting. It's about time we head to your home.
I've had enough too. But we've got several days in the desert ahead of us before we can enjoy a cold beer.
The longer we talk about it, the later we'll get to our beer. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Come on, give us some supplies. We desperately need it. That's for sure. Ah, level up. Wonderful. No supply, no nothing? Ah. And we've run out.
You've been traveling through the desert for days. The sand is simply everywhere. In your shoes, under your clothes, in your mouths. Even the makeshift cloths that you've wrapped around your heads is of little help.
But we should be there now.
With the last of the energy you can muster, you finally leave the 40-mile-wide sandbar that separated you from Ogre's Death. It is as if you've passed through an invisible wall when the raging wind and sand suddenly falls silent. In front of you, an enormous massive towers into the sky, the Blue Range. The slopes cast long shadows over Ogre's Death Fortress, which nestles in the spurs of the mountain. Even from this distance it looks impressive, with its 4 defensive terraces, one above the other. The anticipation of entering a real dwarven city for the first time grows with every step, and you feel the power returning to your limbs. You've almost done it.
Let's hope this place hasn't been raided as well. That would be quite unfortunate. Dwarven holds.
My High King, you have called me to succeed you to the throne. Here I stand before you.
Well, before you are chosen as the successor to the High King, hear, King Gandagar, the challenges that await you. Hordes of orcs are rampaging through the north and the west, and the perished land is stirring. It would seem that the Magi cannot sustain the barriers.
This gives us an excellent opportunity to attack the last elves in Alandor. They are weakened. The perished land afflicts them. Let us wipe out the traitors once and for all.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Hear, hear.
Madness. What are you talking about?
I do not recognize you, King Gandagar, in what you are saying. The elves are inhabitants of Girdlegard. Has your hatred for them clouded your senses to the point that you wish to ignore the words of our god?
Belendelin's gaze falls, as if incidentally, on the King of the Fourthlings' advisor.
Or is someone giving you bad advice?
On the contrary, it was Bislipper who finally supplied me with the proof. A report titled How the Fiflings Lost the Gate. It was the elves that poisoned the brave Fifling warriors in their stronghold. A devious disease spread by the pointy ears in the shafts of the Grey Range.
Impossible!
I always knew it!
Treason!
I don't believe
They should
that.
pay for it!
To the pointy ears!
Enough! Don't be so short-sighted! We are talking about the safety of Girdlegard. We must reach out and forge a large coalition with the elves. Yes, and even with the Thirdlings, if we are to defeat the perished land.
My High King, you cannot be serious.
Drivel from a dwarf who has grown too old in his post. Are we not here to choose a new High King? We have waited long enough.
It would seem you will have to wait a little bit longer. The second aspirant has arrived.
What?
Our guests must be tired from their long journey. The meeting is adjourned till tomorrow.
So it seems that we are an aspirant to the throne. So are we of king's blood in the eyes of the High King of the Dwarves? That's an interesting idea.
But why do you think that I...
Everything will become clear. I've had a room prepared for you. Before you take to your bed, please pay the High King and I a visit in the throne room.
Gladly. Need to figure some of these things out. The Game of Thrones. Not a title taken from anywhere, is it? Impressed to see the Dwarven fortress for the first time in your life, and then even Ogre's death, the fortress of the best stonemasons in Girdlegard. But what was it that High King Grundaborg has said? Yura, no, that can't be. King. Let's just enter the throne rooms right away.
Tongdil, come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you're finished with your story, you also have some questions.
I'm a fourth thing and an heir to the throne.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your renouncement honors you. But to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourth thing.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason: to stave off possible harm to our people.
You feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
Very true. Now I feel like...
Game is being played here.
Gandagar, as king of the Fourthlings, is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the Thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Why is Gandagar so full of hatred towards
Why
elves?
is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the Fifthlings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf-haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
This is probably a case like with in the Lord of the Rings movie, where the King of Rohan has been poisoned by what was his name? Grimeye? Nah. But anyways, the guy whispering in his ear from Saruman, his little spy, and then poisoning his mind. This is probably the same thing with Gandagar. Now let's see. How am I supposed to stop Gandagar?
Your plan has a flaw. Even if I were to light up, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendalin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
And we would probably die.
What kind of contest would you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Speech for our lives, it seems. Are you sure that this is the best for our people? Sounds like
I understand why you want to
Okay.
prevent a High King Gandagar. You will be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not the king.
A problem that I am fortunate enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is a good dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good High King if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
Couldn't agree more.
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
Alright, let's do it.
All right then. I am ready to do it. But I will need all of your support.
You can be certain of it, Tungdil.
Belendalin smiles at you encouragingly.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon, and she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the outer lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire. I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
And that is what we
You
like to
say
hear,
goodbye
ladies
with a
and gentlemen.
queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation.
So, we might be getting new armor and weapons soon.
Vracus, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the secondlings can still accomplish today.
Whoops.
The High King's advisor has the build of a warrior. His eyes are like those of a bird of prey, and you can see a keen intellect behind them. You skim over the ornate runes and look for the passage that Gundrabor and Belendalin told you about.
If there is more than one candidate from a kingdom, and none can bring together all of the votes for themselves in a ballot, the High King can decide whether to declare the candidate with the most votes the winner, or to have the candidates compete in a contest to determine the victor.
Seems fair.
The coal fire is lit when the kingdoms meet for council. It has lain dormant much too long, until it was finally lit again a few days ago.
Let's get out of here. Get some rest and a new armor. Fit for a prince, as they say. Maybe we'll get armor for a beard as well, like Gandagar. See what the twins has to say.
Your Highness!
The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar, but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
High King Gundrabur seems, well,
Old? He is ancient, even by Dwarvish standards. He has been old for as long as I can remember.
Belendalin has taken care of most matters for dozens of cycles. But Gundrabur always has the final word. His mind is younger than all of ours, I tell ya.
Belendalin should become High King. I was there when a runt took his arm. He still managed to kill half a dozen of them afterwards. What fighting spirit! We had to drag him off the battlefield.
The law requires that a firstling or a fourthling must be chosen as the new king of all dwarves. And, as the firstlings didn't turn up...
For the first time you have the chance to appreciate the beauty of the place. You suddenly forget what you wanted to say.
I've never seen such masterful masonry. To be honest, I didn't even know that stone could be worked in such a way.
Ha ha ha! The secondlings are the best masons of all the kingdoms. That's how Vracus made us. Well, he made some of us into warriors too.
Boandal glances at his brother and he laughs with satisfaction while looking around the hall himself.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
Sounds like a plan. Let's look down into the
You can't see the bottom.
Wow.
When the secondlings named the Blue Range their home, there was nothing here but hard rock and a few small caves. Fantastic.
Couldn't agree more. Oh, I guess this is the wrong way. So we'll get some more food upstairs. Chambers. Ah, so we can only go to chambers. Okay.
Andakai, what is it?
I came to return these books to you, Tungdil. Luckily, I was able to make sense of most of it.
You observed how the Mager took time to study the books during your escape.
They are records from the Outer Lands. They tell of demonic beings from Barren Ground who can take possession of humans and invest them with great power.
Immortality, for example?
The Mager nods seriously.
They speak of an axe forged by the Undergrounders called Keenfire. It is said to have the power to cut through the flesh and bone of the living and completely destroy the demonic spirit deep within their soul.
The same axe which the king spoke about. Wonderful. So, do you believe that a demon has possessed Newton? Do you know anything about the Outer Lands and these Undergrounders?
So you think a demon from the Outer Lands has taken possession of Newden?
He looked very different when I encountered him in Parista, and he rose from the dead even though you cut off his head. That can't be explained purely through the power of the perished land.
And he wanted to prevent these books from falling into our hands. That would only make sense if Keenfire had the power to defeat him.
Very true. Keenfire.
Where is this Keenfire?
I don't know if this weapon was ever forged. It requires rare materials and masterful craftsmanship. The purest, hardest steel, stone barbs decorated with runes, a hilt of Sigurdaisy wood, inlays made of all the noble metals, the blades studded with diamonds, smithed in the hottest forge.
We are dwarves. We have the most talented craftsmen.
And you have the Sigurdaisy wood. It is amongst the objects in your rucksack, which is fortunate as there are no more Sigurdaisies in Girdlegard. But even if you managed to forge the axe, it might all be just a fairy tale. It's too little to wager our lives on.
I say it's worth a shot. I mean, there's a reason why Nodan didn't want us to have these books or this information.
We can get all the missing materials, as well as a gem cutter, here in the stronghold. After all, Gandagar and his fourthlings are here, a stonemason from the secondlings, and I can smith.
The Mager looks at you thoughtfully, and for a short time it seems as though your enthusiasm is rubbing off on her. But then she says,
I wish you good luck, Tungdil.
Oh no.
You still want to leave Girdlegard, but what will happen to your realm and all the other realms?
I admire your optimism, my friend, but it isn't wise to stand in the way of a rolling stone. I don't wish to give up my realm, but I would only be prolonging the suffering unnecessarily.
But
you don't want to let the last Mager in Girdlegard go. Unfortunately, you can't think of anything that could cause her to stay.
Many thanks, Honourable Mager, for all that you have done.
We didn't get to ask her about the Undergroundlings.
A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted vault moss, and some smoked sausage. Mmm.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
We got used to the dwarven cheese now.
Sigurdaisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
Right. Because Lud Yonan didn't think about this master plan all along.
Garen found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it. We don't know of anything else that could injure a demon.
let's go to bed then.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks.
With a whole bear blanket. Lie down
You
and sleep.
undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep. When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Oh, that's
Even
this guy.
one who wears the armour of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
What are you doing here? Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still snake.
Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bislipur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging him.
Ha! Wow. Proof. You like your letter that blames the elves? Just wait for what I have to say in my speech. And what if I don't take up your suggestions?
And what if I don't withdraw my candidacy?
You wish to stand against your own king? A stray dwarf offending a deserving leader such as Gandagar through his claim? No one in the Brown Range will like that. Prepare yourself for life as an outsider among the Fourthlings.
We already are.
Proof? Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the Fiflings?
It is no secret that the elves are deceitful, and what could possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
Of course.
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Oh, golden hand. That must be painful.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you.
Check out this armor.
You had just finished setting the last inlay,
Darn
the
it.
seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipur interrupted you.
Well, let's put it on.
Not only is it worthy of a king and fits me like a glove, but it should also offer me additional protection in battle.
Which sounds wonderful. Nice. Doesn't really seem like it gave us more health. Oh, so now we need to choose which skills we want. Huh. We can only have 3 active. Alright, well, let's continue then.
That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bolafar. The council may now ask questions.
Okay, so what should we ask questions? Let's call up the second.
Yes, the dwarf from the Secondling Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
We attack the elves we know better than the Alfar. It is our duty to protect Girlgard, including the elves. We would lose a war. No, it's our duty.
It is true. There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
I agree more.
That is true.
He's right. The words of a clever warrior. But the pointy ears hate us, and we hate them too.
What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
It's called
Yes?
Fourthling.
Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
Okay, so he's apparently a coward. The fact is, our problem won't solve themselves. The dwarves must act. And the Kaida Mega translated the text and thinks we might be able to kill the demon like this. I cannot prove that this is the solution, but it is our only option.
No one knows for certain whether it is the solution, but does anyone have a better idea? We have to stop Nodon and the perished land.
That's true, but
It'll work out somehow.
We should discuss other possibilities first.
I'm not convinced.
Bislipper?
nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
I didn't know they speak for everyone here. Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know you were the spokesperson for everyone at this assembly, Bislipper. I had the impression that every dwarf is capable of forming their own opinion.
Absolutely.
Hear, hear!
He's right, you know.
Keep out of it, Bislipper.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe.
Come on, raise them axes. Ah.
And those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor.
So it's a tie.
Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good.
Ha ha! Excellent!
Here's to Gandagar! Long live our new High King!
Oh, hold on.
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants.
Wonderful. So now we'll have to do
Are you ready?
one way or the other.
The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod-On.
Very smart.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant! You can't be serious.
Deadly.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislapur draws this one. Ha ha ha!
Yes. Luck.
Perfect. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, luck. Someone must have done something to this.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goimgar Shimmerbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go! And come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdleguard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
Ah, the advisor, who's missing an arm.
The task is clear to the contenders? The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod-On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well...
No Lord Hordes for first, no Undead, no Alfar. I like the idea of that. Unless it's like the tunnel system which was in Dragon Age number 1, of course, the only good one of them. Those tunnels, they were filled with nasty stuff. And if I know this kind of game's right, there will be again.
Ha ha! Woohoo!
This looks like fun. Roller coaster.
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. If we do the same, nothing is impossible.
Hear, hear.
Wonder what kind of engine to use. Why were you so set on coming with us?
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdleguard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone who brought Keenfire to life. One last masterpiece.
And I can only salute him for the honor of it. I'm sorry for asking, but what went on between you and Boindel? You stop drinking so much, it'll kill you one of these
You
days.
really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindil.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, I'm sure we'll reach the Fifthling Kingdom before them.
3. So we gained some stuff. 50 turns, meaning that...
We're not on the way to the Fifthlings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fifthlings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon and...
And what? Oh boy. Sabotage.
Damn. Goimgar.
No, all alive.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem-cutter's eyes, and for a moment you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
I'm not interested in the title of High King. I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
Yeah, 200 miles, nothing. First journey was 300, remember? But we can only move
After you have gathered together the
10
materials,
turns.
you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mithridatia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Yay, ponies. Okay, so we were down here and we just took the rail all the way up here. Wonderful. Let's go through the woods.
Boindil strikes up song during your hike. A short while later, Bavragor joins in. But rather than actually singing along, he tries to outdo Boindil with his own songs. When he finally strikes up a love song, Boindil becomes absolutely livid. You take the stonemason to one side and ask him if he's doing it on purpose.
Of course I'm doing it on purpose. I'm gonna make him suffer the whole journey.
Excuse me.
Can't go on like this. We can't fight amongst ourselves and save Girdlegard.
You take a short break before you dare breach the roots of the problem.
It's to do with a woman, right?
Not in the way you might think. Smeralda was my sister, a young thing of only 40 cycles.
Bavragor takes a large swig of his liquor before he continues.
She was almost as belligerent as Boindle, and she got it into her blockhead to stand by him in battle. A bad decision.
Aw.
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. You place a hand on his shoulder and put him under no pressure to carry on. The constant bickering between Boindale and Bavragor distracts you. Goimgar hears the clanking of armor first.
Something's coming!
Before you know it, the orcs are charging towards you over a hillside.
Oh, so battle already. Great, time to try out our new armor. Let's see, what can he do? Class gems or have little glass stones and can thereby lure attackers to any location he desires. Hide holds under his shield for a short amount of time and receives significant damage. Shield bash. Nobody likes Gormgar, he automatically attracts enemies. Wow, he's terrible. Cleave, mighty bro, and tough guy. Injuries don't reduce his health. He always starts battle with 80% health. Alright, I guess these will be the ones we will use. Let's start the battle. Bring all the heroes to the other side to end the battle.
On my way!
Prepare yourself! What is it? Ha ha! Yes, yes! Huzzah!
What is it?
Huh? End it! And again! Vile creature!
Yeah!
Hmm? Ah. Huh?
Yes?
And again!
Take it
Who's
personal.
next?
Attack!
A bit too much for you.
Too easy!
What? I hit my own man.
Ah. Who's next?
Huh?
Huh?
Kill!
He won't last
Yes?
long.
Say goodbye forever!
And again!
And what now?
Killed!
Okay,
Yes?
we need to start gathering our troops.
What is it?
I am Boindar! Give me a hand!
Why not?
Yes?
Huh? Understood.
What's up? Of course.
Huh? As good as done!
Yes? At once.
Ha ha!
End it!
What is it?
I
oink, little piggies!
Uh-huh. Understood.
And what now? Who's next?
Yes? For Vracus!
Where's the end of this level? Okay, all the way down there.
Yes?
Disgusting.
Huh?
And again.
Come here, you!
Looking for enemies?
Of course!
They're all here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah! What is it?
What's up?
And again.
Too easy! What is it?
Vile creature.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't hit you very hard!
Bow and dog.
Yes?
Give me a hand.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Yes?
Attack! I have bow and dog.
Too easy!
Give me a hand.
And what now?
Yeah? Of course.
Oink, oink, little piggies! What is it? On my way! Huh?
A bit too much for you, was I?
Hey!
He won't last long.
Uh-huh. End it.
Disgusting.
Yeah!
Hey! Bit too many over
On my
here.
way. Yes?
Understood.
Let's heal up
Of
over here.
course!
Cameras have been annoying this game, I might say. Come on, heal.
What's up?
And what now? Huh?
As good as done.
Let's go.
On my way!
As good as done.
Bad luck for you! And what now?
Let's go. He won't last long.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Yeah!
Uh-huh.
Yes? Arr! Huh?
Understood.
Yes.
See if we can't get to the exit. Force our way through.
And what
Let's
now?
kill the remaining.
Yeah?
What is it?
Huh?
Yeah! Huh?
Yes? End it.
What's up?
He hardly put up a fight.
Vile creature. Huh?
Yeah!
Yeah?
Huh?
Killed.
As good as done.
Say goodbye forever.
Now was I?
Who's next? Too easy. Yes? On my way.
Disgusting.
With pleasure.
Don't take it personally.
There we go. Wonderful battle.
That was refreshing.
Couldn't agree more.
Hey, here comes some more. 3, 4, 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh, phew. He means 5 or 600.
Goimgar turns white as a sheet.
That's too many. To the city. Come on.
like an incarnation of Gimli from Lord of the Rings as well. I love it. Glimgar is actually the highest level of all of these heroes. However, he's also the weakest for some reason. Anyways, it seems like we have run out of time for this episode, so we will be doing the continue on in the next one. If you guys have enjoyed the series thus far, hit that like button with everything you got, and hopefully subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Wack out.